guys, Jonathan here at Shadow Foam, and this week we are revisiting the Skil French Cleat power tool wall behind me. We've got 4 panels totally done. These 3 are filled with Skil power tools, which I've been using and loving. And then this one here is our charging station. And if you didn't know, it's got a bit of a secret about it. It's got a whiskey bar, which I love. It's a great little thing to show off when anyone visits the workshop, and it's just a pretty cool build. But we've got this panel over here, and it's been sat empty for about 2 months now, and I've not known what to do with it because I don't want to just cut tools in it like the others. I wanted to do something a bit different. Now, Skil have sent us a few more of their cordless power tool range. We've got a grinder, a multi-tool, and some other bits. So I think they can go in that panel, but I've got a French Cleat hack to level this up and make it a bit more interesting than just tools cutting foam. We can do something pretty special. So first things first, let's get these all opened and have a look what we've got. Right, so let's start with the grinder because that is the main thing I've been missing, I think. It's the main tool I've had to keep going back to the Makita power tool wall for is the grinder. So this is a nice one to have. And like I say, all these tools are now available in Screwfix in the UK, so it's quite nice. When they first sent us some of these tools, they were available in Europe, but they weren't available here, but we did know they were coming very soon to the UK, so that's why we accepted them and thought something we can get a first look at. And I've loved using these Skil tools so far. They're really, really great quality. And this grinder seems no different. It's brushless. It's obviously the same battery, so it's the same 18 volt, what they say 20 volt system. But that's pretty nice, and it's got a quick release handle on the blade cover, which is cool, and it's a nice addition to the wall, because obviously that means I don't have to switch out now to the Makita grinder, and there's a big old disc in there. Onto the multi-tool next, which again is a tool that I do need occasionally, although I try and avoid it because it's got one of the worst noises ever, hasn't it? We all know the multi-tool is, oh, that's nice. It comes with a soft bag. And this is a multi-tool kit, so we've got another battery here now, 2.5 amp. So it's got a quick release multi-tool change head, which is amazing. So my Makita one, which is quite an old model, had an Allen key. I had that for years, and then I did switch. The Makita one I've got now is a quick release. This is a quick release, which is pretty much essential when it comes to these multi-tools. It's so much easier, and it uses standard multi-tools, not the Starlock ones. And let's have a look. Do we get some blades with it? Because these cost a flipping fortune. Yeah, we've got a nice little set here. So we've got a little sander, look like multi-sander, and some pads. And then look at that, it's pretty nifty. We've got a multi-tool bit with blades on the sides. You don't see that on normal ones. And that's for wood and plastic. And then we've got this one here, which is your standard like 180 degree cutter. Right, next up we've got a Bluetooth speaker. I don't know if this is going to go in the wall, but when they said they were sending one, I was very happy because I do look, you got to have a bit of music on site, and that is smart. So it takes the same batteries. Let's get a fully charged one. Nice compact little thing. That is smart. I like the size of that. And you can obviously, it's got a USB outlet on it, and it's got an aux. Only problem is I can't really play any music because all my music will be copyright. Can't put any Dire Straits on because I'll get in trouble. But maybe Matty, you can play some Dire Straits. I thought like that was the bottom. I thought the battery went on the top. But for your reference, if you buy one of these, battery goes on the back because that is actually the speaker. And it's got a couple of EQ settings here. So you click that and it changes through like a bass mode and a treble mode. Does it say what it's got? Bass boost. Right, I thought that's what it was. Or bass boost. Bass boost. Cool. Right, that's nice. And it works 30 meters because obviously you don't want to leave your phone with it if you're on a site. But it's pretty loud, that. Happy days with that. And then last but no means least, because this is a great little addition. Now, this doesn't use the same batteries, but it is cordless and it will be going in the wall if it fits. And that is a laser. And the thing I like about it is it comes with a tripod because I've got a DeWalt laser and it's magnetic. But obviously a lot of places you work don't have anything that's, hey, that is the laser, look how small that is. They don't have anywhere to magnetically attach, so you have to get a bit creative. That is smart, look at that, it's a tiny little thing. And it's got a tripod with it. Now we've got no shortage of tripods, but they're all pretty heavy going. Don't know how useful that's gonna be, how high it goes, but we'll soon find out. That's how tall it goes. Oh, and it goes on the side as well, so not that tall. I mean, usually on site you can find a couple of blocks or you can find a little chair or a table to kind of prop something up on, but it's that fine adjustment that I always struggle with, trying to just get it exactly where you want it. So this tripod's pretty nifty and it packs away nice and small. We've got a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom and on the top, so it can kind of go any which way you need it, and that is nice. I can see already that has actually got crosshairs on it as well, so it's not just a flat line. Now it's not flashing, we know it's level. Now we'll put the price of all these items on the screen. Now the thing about Skil is that they are a good quality tool at a much more affordable price. I'm really impressed by the price points of these. Now, my memory's shot, so I can't remember exactly, but all these items, when we went through them, all of the pricing was a good percentage below professional quality tools, and these are no less than professional quality tools. Absolutely, really good quality stuff with some high power batteries. So we'll put the prices on the screen. So the grinder is, the multi-tool kit is, the laser is, and the Bluetooth speaker is, and there we go. And obviously this laser here is charged by micro USB, so that's pretty cool. And then let's have a look at the features. So it says it's a lithium ion battery, it's a green cross self-leveler. I mean, that's all standard. 3-year warranty, which is quite good for this stuff. So there you go, that's a quick overview on the tools that they've sent us, and I'm pretty happy with all that. Let's have a look. Will this tripod fit in that wall? I think maybe just about will, actually. And it does pack down nice and small. So that's all the tools. Let me show you what the build's gonna be.
Now, what am I going to build?
So I've taken the panel off the wall and I've peeled the tape off. Now, we taped it because it's a sturdy vinyl tape that held it really solidly, and it gave me the flexibility to take them apart again in the future, which I knew, or I had a suspicion I might end up doing. And I'm glad I did, because it allowed us to take that panel apart and do it again, basically. And now this panel has come neatly into 2 pieces. So just to bring you up to speed, the back panel here is just an Ikea picture frame. It's a Santa head frame. They're still available from Ikea. And essentially we just pinned a 9mm MDF backer in here and glued and pinned it. And we added a French cleat. Now, if you don't know what a French cleat is, it's a really simple means of hanging things on the wall really solidly. So we've basically got a piece of timber here with a 45-degree angle cut into it, which matches up to this opposing 45-degree angle here. So literally it just hangs on the wall. And the beauty of French cleats is they're solid and you can mount them anywhere. So literally this panel could lift off and place anywhere else on the wall. So we love a French cleat. It's a very commonly used system and I think it's great. And the back panel is pretty much exactly as it needs to be. It's solid, it's going to work for us. So what are we doing? What are we changing? Well, what I want to create here is basically a spot to store all of the consumables and blades that go with these power tools. So jigsaw blades, recip saw blades, sanding discs, all that kind of stuff that you want it local, you want it close by the power tools. I don't want to have to go rummaging around. So the way I'm going to do that is by creating a similar setup to what we've got over here. So this whiskey bar is a fold down table and we've got a section in the back. Now, if I create a similar thing over here, when I fold it down, anything that's in the front will fall off. These chargers are screwed to the plate, so they're absolutely fine. But if I put anything else in there, it would fall out. So over this side, we're going to do a very similar setup. We're going to mount that on the wall. But this one, instead of folding down like a table, we're going to hinge it out. So that way it'll look exactly the same. It'll look really nice. We'll cut the grinder and the multi-tool and the laser in the front panel here so it matches. But then we'll hinge it so it folds out like this. And then we've got all of our consumables in the back. Now, I've already been to B&Q and picked up some butt hinges and some strong magnetic catches, which I think that's the only hardware I'm going to need. All I need to do now is cut a 9mm MDF plate to kind of stick in the back of here. We'll glue it and nail it, and then I'll come back to you when we're attaching the hinges. So let me go and sort out this back panel. And there we go, that was a nice simple build. So I pinned an MDF panel in the back of here in the front frame, and then we've added 3 butt hinges down this right hand side here, and it's really solid. I had to add a bit of extra MDF down here just so the screws had something to grab into, which is nice. And then we've added magnetic catches top and bottom here, and they work really well. Last time I was at B&Q when we did this frame here, they didn't have like double strength magnetic catches. So we ended up using one of these friction catches, which isn't very good, to be honest. We ended up having to add a catch on the side. But this is much better. These magnet catches are holding that door shut really nicely. And it fits on the wall, just the job. Let's put it on. Looks exactly the same as the others. But when we open the door, we've got a whole 50mm panel of foam there we can put stuff in, and it's all hidden away. It's nice and discreet, but exactly where we need it. So let me have a dig around the workshop, pull out all the consumables I need, and we can put together a layout. So we've got a layout to do on the front for the power tools that Skil have sent us, and we've got a layout to do on the inside with all the consumables. So let me get the foam on the table and let's get sorted. So let's sort out a layout. I've taken the foam out from inside the cabinet, and that's here. This one can stay in there though. So in this piece here, we're going to be having all the consumables. Now I've got quite a collection. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be going in there, but we've got loads of different grinding discs. We've got jigsaw bits of all different shapes and sizes. We've got recip saw blades, and then we've got loads of multi-tool fitments and blades as well. So I've got some over here too. I've just bought a new pack of drill bits as well. We've got some spade bits and some more multi-tool bits. So all of that roughly is going to go in there. First things first, I need to figure out the layout on this top section. So we've got these two. I've got the tripod, a few other bits. So let's sort out a layout. So I've got a bit of a loose layout going there. I'm pretty happy with this panel. We've got the multi-tool in the middle, and then we've got the grinder with the handle and the little spanner that goes with it. But then we've got the tripod, laser, we'll put the wire next to it or underneath. So that panel should look really nice, and that should finish off the row of 5 and look really clean, which I'm happy with. Now the foam inside the interior, the secret compartment, is going to be chock full of stuff. I've got heaps of these multi-tool bits and grinding discs, and I think this is a nice representation of consumables for every one of the power tools, which is handy. Might have to skip on the drill bits because I've got flipping hundreds of different types and styles of drill bits. So I might put those with my other drill bits in a drawer. Maybe we need to do a drill bit organizer or some sort of drill bit shadow foam project. Let me know in the comments. And what would you put in this? To be fair, we've got a whiskey build over there. So maybe this should be chocolate bars and snacks. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what would you put in a secret compartment like this, because there's probably loads of options. But for now, I'm happy with the multi-tool bits because I don't use them often and they're all quite specialist. This one's made by Saxton, and this is for going around corners. Have you ever seen a multi-tool bit like that? And any guesses in the comments what this is for? Get a close up on that, Matty. This is a multi-tool bit made by Smart. Have you ever used one of these? Do you know what it's for? And then a lot of these are quite classic. So we'll cut all of those in. I'm kind of just loosely grouping things together. So I've got all the multi-tool attachments here, then we've got grinding discs here, recip blades here, jigsaw blades here, and then we've got the sanding pads that go with the multi-sander. So that's a pretty good layout there. It probably will change, but let's start cutting. Now, when it comes to cutting shadow foam, all you need is one of our basic cutting kits. That's got everything you're going to need to get this job done. And it's everything I'm going to need, including an anti-cut glove, which always wear these when you cut in with a scalpel, and a scalpel with a blade on it, fresh sharp blade. That's all I need. So let's get going. So there we go, all the foam is cut. We've got the panel looking really good. I can't wait to see that up on the wall. I think that's going to match the pre-existing 3 panels, well 4 panels including the charger, really, really nicely. So I'm happy with that. Everything is cut in deep enough that it's all held nice and snug. So vertically on the wall, it's not going anywhere, which I love. So that's that sorted. And then for the secret hidden cabinet, we've got all of the multi-tool accessories mainly, and then we've got grinding discs, and we've got the blades, as we said. Now, cutting shadow foam, where have you been? You must know how to cut shadow foam by now. So every week we make videos showing you how to get the most out of this material, which is shadow foam, and it's a cut and peel grade of foam. So you just place items wherever you want them to go, be it a big bulky power tool, be it a really slim multi-tool attachment like this, and all you do is you cut around it with the scalpel that comes in the cutting kits, and then you peel back layers of foam to create slots dedicated for all the items. And then you can tell if something's taken away, you can see it's missing, and if you want to find something, you know exactly where it is, and you can organise little bits and bobs with it, or big bits and pieces. This panel, or this foam panel here, goes inside, but I'm only going to do that once this is up on the wall. So let's get this up on the wall, and then we can put this foam insert inside the cabinet. So there we go, that is the final panel, the final Skil power tool panel of the wall, and it's all finished. And we've got two hidden sections. We've got our whiskey build over there, and this, I think this is fantastic because all of the tools are cut in as deep as they need to go. They're all held tightly in place. So had I not kind of put this hinged section in, this section here would have been wasted really. It would have just been a foam panel with nothing in it, and obviously it would have been trapped behind this. So by hinging it up, making it a door, that's really cool. And like I said earlier, maybe power tool attachments isn't what this panel should have had in it. Maybe it should have had some other stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think. We've got whiskey over there. What complements whiskey? Maybe this should have been the Scotch glasses and chocolate or something. Let me know in the comments. But I hope you enjoyed this build. We've done loads of power tool wall panels now, and there's some brands that we haven't looked at, and I'd love to know, what should we do next? Should it be Bosch, Flex, Rigid? We've done a DeWalt panel, we've done some Milwaukee stuff, we've done some Makita stuff, so let me know what you'd like to see. I read all the comments and I reply to them all too, so make sure you're a part of the channel. We're nearly at 100k, we're so close I can taste it, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon, help us get to that 100k. Can't wait to put one of those plaques in foam or see what we can do with it. So thanks very much for watching the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, why not check out some of our others? We've got new videos coming out every week. And Colin Furs, what's the quickest way for people to see these videos?
Subscribe.